time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. We're going to start out the week with a request. This request comes in from my reaction comparison of The Move versus Electric Light Orchestra doing the song Do Ya. The requester goes by the YouTube name of Christine Bakewell. And Christine writes this: "You need to listen to California Man. It was the A-side for a good reason. It was a big hit here in the UK." So California Man, what are we talking about? We're talking about The Move. California Man was The Move's last single. It was released both in the UK and in the USA, but as I had spoke in my reaction to Do Ya, in the United States, they flipped the record over and Do Ya was on the B-side, and that's what the DJs here played, and it got to, I believe, 93 on Billboard's Hot 100 singles chart. It was the only Move song to chart here in the United States. But the song California Man stayed as the A-side in the UK and got to number 7 on the UK singles chart. Monster hit for The Move, and as I mentioned, it was their last single. So, who wrote the song? It was written by Roy Wood, who was the guitarist and one of the vocalists for The Move. The song was to highlight and to say, hey, our favorite artist, at least at that time, was Little Richard for Roy Wood and Jerry Lee Lewis for Jeff Lynne. And they were commemorating these two artists in this particular song. Now, note at the same time, Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne had another band, and it was called Electric Light Orchestra. So they were leaving The Move and making a full switch over to Electric Light Orchestra after this particular single. So, with that said, now I noticed too that this song had a cover done by Cheap Trick. It's on the Heaven Tonight album, and it was live at Budokan as well. So I was thinking of doing a comparison, but I want to listen to the Move version first. I've not heard the Move version, and then maybe later on we'll take a look at the Cheap Trick version. So here we go with the Move doing the song California Man.
Going to a party, meet me on after school. Well, we go to a place where the job is really cool. And if the band stops playing, there's a jukebox in the hall. Well, with your blue dress on and your folks all gone, you sure give the vibe a ball. Give that real guitar more shaking. I'm a California man. Dance right on till the balls are breaking. I'm a California man. Well, it cracks my mouth so bad. And this a woman, she's a man coming back. So I don't care if your legs start aching. I'm a California man.
Oh yeah, that's rock and roll. That's rock and roll. I gotta put my glasses back on because I gotta see. I forget when this was released. April 1972. This single was released. And what's interesting is, like I said, this was to honor Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis, and they even said a little bit of Larry Williams as well in this song. And you can tell, I mean, it's got that heavy piano, which all three of them would have, or not all three, but Jerry Lee and Little Richard would have played. The vocals are very much like Jerry Lee Lewis, and it's got that rock and roll sound of the 50s. And what's cool about that is in that time period, 71, 72, there was this big comeback of 50s rock and roll. And Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis were touring, and they'd have like a group of 50s rock artists touring together, and they would just pack them in the house because that was coming back. Sha Na Na was really big. They were doing 50s style music. So this song was really at the time when there's this big comeback of 50s rock. And this really is the 50s sound. Let's keep on going. Okay, I'll just stop it before we get in that piano solo there. Okay, Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne are sharing vocals in this song as well, which is kind of cool. So that's where you get the two different timbres in the voice. But the saxophone in there, I mean, the sax is just wild, and it gives it more of that 50s sound. The guitars, I mean, they're not really fuzzed out at all. They're more straight sounding guitar. The piano, the whole thing is just kind of cool. It's like, okay, we're kind of a progressive band, and we're going to be doing some 50s rock and roll the way a progressive band would do 50s rock. Really kind of neat. Let's keep on going. Oh, that's pretty wild. I've never heard that before. I mean, I believe I've heard the Cheap Trick version of it. I'd have to go back and listen to Cheap Trick to say, yeah, I actually heard that version. But this is really cool, and I really like how they really tried to make it sound like something from the 50s. And that saxophone was hot in there. And it was throughout the whole song, which is kind of cool. The guitar, like I said, they didn't like fuzz tone it or wah it. It's just like a straight guitar. The piano was just rocking. I mean, just so I saw Jerry Lee Lewis. I think it was in 1972, in fact, and he was with Gary U.S. Bonds and several other artists. And Jerry Lee stole the show. I mean, he was phenomenal the way he was pounding on that piano, and he was standing on the piano and singing, and then he get down and he's playing the piano with his feet. I mean, just an incredible rocker. And this song is so reminiscent of how Jerry did his rock show and how he would do his songs and play the piano. Just really kind of cool rendition. Unfortunately, Little Richard, I don't believe, was in that tour that I saw, but I'd love to have seen him too. I'm sure he was pretty wild at the time also. But cool song. I mean, very cool song. I love the instrumentation. I love the bass guitar was a good driving. The other thing I noticed was the drumming. If you listen to the drumming, drumming almost seemed a little offbeat at times, where it was a little hollow, and then they do a kind of a fill, but the fill shouldn't have been there. So it's like they were kind of like, this was down home early rock and roll, and the rhythms were just not as tight as what they've done, recently, more as rock and roll moved along. They got a lot tighter. So I thought the drumming was kind of cool. Listen to the drumming in this song. It's just not always right on the beat, which I thought was kind of cool. And then you had, like I said, Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne doing the vocals, and both of those guys are really good vocalists. Good song, good recommendation. Like I said, I had done the B-side to the song, to this song, the B-side of the single, which was Do Ya, and now we've done the A-side, so we've got both sides done. I think there was another track on the UK single that wasn't on the US single, so we might have to look at that one sometime in the future as well. But this was The Move doing California Man, giving kudos to Jerry Lee Lewis and Little Richard. So if you like this, hey, hit that like button. That'd be really cool. If you have any comments about The Move doing the song California Man, put in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated as well. Now I'm going to take a link to this video, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, it was just random pictures of The Move, through their career. And then the music played in the background. I believe it says it was remastered, 2017 remastered, so it had a little bit better sound. So I thought that was kind of good. I'm going to take a link to this video and put it in my description below. So if you want to watch it again, just click on that link and it will play for you, and I won't be stopping it. Now I'm also going to put a link to the channel that uploaded this video. You might want to check that channel out. They might have some really cool stuff that you want to see. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, do it right now. All you got to do is go below my video, hit that subscribe button. You're in, and you'll be making me very happy. If you go over here, ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. This was cool. Good recommendation. Like I said, I never heard this song before by The Move, and it was a killer. It was a killer. Put a big smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a big smile on your face. And peace out, baby.